Hi, and welcome to the Ukulele 2 online learning course. Today we're going to be going over the exercise practice sheet, A minor, B minor, and E flat chords. So what you're looking for is the practice sheets that says at the top A minor, B minor, and E flat chords. And halfway down at the bottom, bottom half of the page, you're looking for introducing E flat chords. So if you want to pause the video at this time and go ahead and locate that paper, go ahead and then come on back. Okay, the goal for this exercise is to do all 4 lines consecutively without stopping. However, if you find it a little difficult and you need to stop, by all means play 1 line at a time, stop, reset yourself, then play the next line. But once again, the goal is to play all 4 lines for each exercise without stopping. Today, for today's lesson, what I did was I wrote down the first 2 lines, of the exercise. So we're going to be doing that together in the first 2 lines of the E flat exercise over here. So we're going to be doing that together. Before you start, you want to make sure that you do any chord cog exercises for chords that are difficult to make, or any chord changes that you might find difficult to make. Now, before we start, let's tune our ukulele. G, C, E, A. Okay, so if you get ukulele is not in tune, by all means take it to tune it with your tuner and then come on back. Okay, before you start this exercise, before you make sure that you do your chord cog exercise and try to find any problem spots in the exercise. For instance, like maybe you think the G changing to the B minor might be a little bit difficult, and then that's what you want to do. You want to do the chord cog exercise for that. For instance, G chord, this is review, so you should know the G chord, and then switching to the B minor. Okay, so as you practice the chord change, pressing, relaxing, coming to the B minor, as you practicing the chord change, you want to visualize it, you want to see it, you want to memorize it, you want to know how it feels, everything about it before you even play. And what I'm doing is I'm holding the strings there with my right hand. Okay, G to B minor. And you want to be able to close your eyes, visualize it with your eyes closed, that chord change. Okay? And then open your eyes and make sure that you're doing the chord change correctly. So take your time and do that. If you find maybe changing from A minor to G might be a little difficult, then that's the chord cog exercise that you would do. For instance, A minor to G, A minor to G. And once again, you would close your eyes. After you visualize it, look at it, memorize, you'd close your eyes and then try to visualize it with your eyes closed, and then after a few practices, open your eyes and make sure that you're changing from the A minor to the G. Okay? Same goes with the E flat exercise. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and if you need to do that chord cog exercise, by all means, please pause the video and do your chord cog exercise for the chords or the line passes. So in other words, do the chord cog exercise for 2 lines. And okay, so when you're ready, we're going to get started. We're going to do a 4 count, and we're going to do an up and down strum. Okay, not too fast. There we go. Get your G chord ready. We're going to play the first line and stop. Just the first line. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 G, B minor, A minor, and G, and stop. Okay, so if you found that a little difficult, by all means pause the video right now and review that one line that we just did. And when you're ready to move on to 2 lines, we're going to do 2 lines consecutively without stopping. Once again, the goal is to do all 4 lines without stopping. That's the goal. But for now, we're just going to do 2 lines. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 2 lines without stopping, roughly about the same speed. Here we go. It's a up and down strum. Here's a 4 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 G, B minor, A minor, G. Next line, B minor, A minor, G. Last chord, D. Stop. Okay. Now, if you need to do that again, by all means pause the video now and go ahead and do that, and then when you're ready, we're going to move on to the E flat exercise. Okay, in doing the E flat exercise, you might notice that maybe the change between E flat and B flat might be a little difficult, or the change between F and E flat might be a little difficult. However, you do want to make sure that you make the chord cog exercise between those chord changes, let alone the E flat chord. Now, E flat chord is a newer chord. You learned it in a previous video, and it might be a little bit difficult, so work with that. E flat chord. So the change from the E flat to the B flat, you want to do a chord cog exercise. Here's an E flat going to a B flat, E flat going to a B flat, E flat going to a B flat. Okay, if you don't remember, or if you're having a hard time with this, please go back to the previous video that talks about and shows you the E flat chord. Review that, get comfortable with the E flat chord, then come back to this video. The B flat chord should be on your chord chart. Once again, if you make sure that you do the chord cog exercise for any difficult chord changes in these 2 lines. You should be doing a chord cog exercise for both lines straight through. Okay. If you find it difficult from F to E flat, practice that. F to E flat, F. I think this is fairly easy, because from the F chord, this is the F chord, you're just sliding the 2nd finger of the F chord up 1 fret and then forming the E flat chord. The other 2 fingers drop underneath the okay, and the 1st finger goes on that 1st string. F to E flat. Okay. Anytime you have a chance to use a finger as a guide to guide you to the next chord, always try to do that. That's always going to be the easiest and fastest way to do the chord. Okay, so at this time, pause the video, do any chord cog exercise that you need to do, or go back to a previous video and refresh your self and the chord that you need to do. And when you're ready, we're going to go on. So we're going to do 1 line by itself, the first line, and then we're going to stop. Okay, here we go. Not too fast. We're doing an up and down strum. Okay. First line only. Get your E flat chord ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. E flat. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3. B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Okay. Now, if you need to do that again, pause the video. Do it again, and by all means, if you have to do it at your own speed, pause the video. Go at your own speed. Go at what you're comfortable at. Next, we're going to do 2 lines, okay, without stopping. Here we go. 1. Excuse me. Let's Up and down strum again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3. B flat. 1, 2, 3. F. 1, 2, 4. E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Okay. If you need be, by all means go back and try the 2 lines by yourself, and keep in mind that the goal is to do all 4 lines without stopping. Okay, so just want to make a note that if you are a little more experienced playing a string instrument like a guitar or ukulele, and you find this fairly easy, you can skip on ahead the next 2 videos of the additional practice and move on to the next lesson. However, if you found this difficult and you needed a little more help with the chord change, by all means take your time, do the videos at your own pace, get comfortable with it, try to get it smooth, and try to master it. That's the goal. And one thing good about the online course is that you can do it over and over, and you can go at your own speed. And when you're ready to move on to the next lesson, I do suggest doing the additional chord videos that follow this lesson. When you're ready, move on to the next lesson.